everybody, and welcome to another big edition of Bill Chasing the Movies, and we're going to get right to it, because first up is the highly anticipated sequel of the year, Iron Man 2. The mega blockbuster sequel to the fantastic 2008 film starring Robert Downey Jr. in the title role, of course, as well as the charismatic alter ego of Tony Stark. Now, the thing I loved about the first Iron Man film was that it showed how well the character was created and all the things that went through to get it going, and the motives behind Stark's reasons for doing this. He's merely a guy who, yes, despite his narcissistic ego, wants to do the right thing by the world, and he feels this is it. Now, since Stark revealed everything about Iron Man in the first film at the end, the hero and he himself have become more of a celebrity than anyone can imagine. However, his world comes crashing down thanks to many things. The US government is on his back about the whole suit and the weapons behind it. Not to mention Stark's health itself is starting to decline due to his mechanism. And also, new villains, of course, and leading the way is Ivan Vanko, aka Whiplash. And now he is the son of a disgraced Russian physicist who collaborated on experiments with Stark's father, and what happened in that situation is Vanko's motive for revenge. And of course he's played by Oscar nominee Mickey Rourke in his first major film role since his nomination for The Wrestler back in 2008. And he is very good at just downright evil in this film, and he's really can creep you out easily. He's been good at playing the bad guy before, but this is the first significant bad guy role he's had in probably 20 years. Now, however, the credit I have to give mainly is to the scene stealer Sam Rockwell as Stark's billionaire rival Justin Hammer, who seeks Vanko out in his own revenge plot. Now, this film doesn't quite have what the first film had in terms of everything that it was building towards. You can kind of see a lot of it coming. However, the way it was done was indeed fantastic. Now, I love how the action scenes in this film are shot. You don't feel like you're going to throw up by watching all the flying around and whatnot. And Jon Favreau, the director, does a really good job of enhancing what is going on without going too over the top. And in a superhero film, it's very easy. Now, as far as sequels go, this is as good as you could probably get in terms for something like Iron Man. It's in a different context than the Dark Knight or the Batman franchise, I guess, and people got to realize that. Some people say, oh, the Iron Man doesn't have the same mystique that Batman has. It's not supposed to. Iron Man is supposed to be an energetic, charismatic character, and that is the whole point. And Robert Downey Jr., usually in superhero films, you don't look at acting like this, but Robert Downey Jr. just does it so well. He's so entertaining, both as Stark and Iron Man as one, that you can't help but just love and enjoy his performances here. Now, I also got to give credit to Gwyneth Paltrow. She's good yet again as Pepper Potts. She's a very loyal, probably the most loyal assistant in the world. Jon Favreau, I said, did a great job directing. Don Cheadle does a good job here as War Machine, but really, I thought Terrence Howard lent more to the role in the first film as his character. I would like to see what he'd done with the actual War Machine persona in the second film, but whatever story you want to believe, Terrence Howard obviously not a part of this film, but Cheadle, a fantastic actor himself, does really good here. Samuel L. Jackson is quite good in his role. And again, it's something, when you select a movie with so many great actors, it's really hard to, I guess you could say, make a plausible story without overcluttering it. And that's what Favreau succeeds in here. This film really just exploded onto the screen, but it didn't overload itself with all the great actors, with all the characters, and it's easy to keep up with. Again, I can't say enough good about Downey, and for that matter, Rockwell and their performances. They really meshed well together as billionaire rivals. And the whole subplot lines, they weren't boring. They didn't spend too much time on one or the other. If one was about to get stale, then boom, they just move on to another. But it wasn't confusing in any sense of the word. Iron Man 2 is as good a sequel as you could possibly get. Not as great as the first one, but really I wasn't expecting that. But still a fantastic film nonetheless. Iron Man 2 gets 4 stars out of 5.